So Loathe is a band that I greatly admire. It's evident if you look around my channel. It's evident if you look in my Discord, where I posted my Spotify Wrapped, which was hilariously my top 5 listened to songs of the year were literally just songs off of I Let It In. But I gotta say, I'm not really sure what we're getting into here, because their last album was pure noise, pure ambient noise, gorgeous by the way, but I'm curious to see as to what the next chapter of their mainstream music is gonna be. I don't know if that's gonna be this, but without further ado, I'm super stoked to listen to it. So, my name is Sai, and this is Loathe's Dimorphous display. Okay. Kind of Deftones-y shoegaze start here. Oh, we got the fucking groove. Let's go. Interesting choice on the drums, kind of electronic sounding. Oh, shit, let's go. Okay. Okay. So we got almost like, I hate. We're going fucking hard now, let's go. Okay, they're doing a lot of interesting mixing with the two vocalists, I think. Creating, I guess I said this on the album review, they did a lot of creating different sounds with just two vocalists, but I feel like they're exploring even more sounds with these guys' tones. It's interesting. The drums! Okay. The interesting pacing on this track, and I'm like kind of back and forth on it. Well, that's really pretty. The synth, okay. Okay. That was a very pleasant surprise. There was so much going on. I can't wait to break that down, because, like, just listening to that, it was kind of hard to commentate, because every time I opened my mouth, I felt like something different caught my attention. Well, that synth work. Let's talk about it. So that was Dimorphous Display by Loathe, and I will admit there were a few things that threw me off, but there's also a few things they experimented with here that I really liked, and I think overall I definitely enjoyed the track. Let's talk about the latter first, which would be some of the production stuff. Now, at first I was kind of like, it was a little bit overproduced, a little bit chunky, a little bit muddy, but I did really overall like the drums sound, even though they do sound electronic and kind of very filtered, very processed. There's a certain organic level to it. I think it comes through the way it's being played. They're playing very intricate melodies and sounds, but they're not really playing in a way that is, I would say, outright progressive or technical. It just sounds very freeform and scattershot, and I think that owes a lot to helping the electronic drum kit sound a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more organic. And I thought that really owed well, especially because that, you know, heavy hitting kick sounds really good with the overall dense, chuggy tone of the song. As well as I do like hearing the vocalists continue to push their boundaries a little bit more. I believe I heard Kadim actually hitting some more powerful highs, some more soaring notes than he hit in the past, which was cool to hear. It was also really great to hear the vocalists balance off of each other. Usually in I Let It In, they traded off a lot. There was a lot of Eric Kadim. Here, it felt a little bit more like they were meshed in, like they were singing over top one another and layering in really interesting ways, so you could pick out the dynamics between the vocalists. That was really cool. Scream tone, not much to say there. Bestial, feral as always, really good processing to make it sound kind of apocalyptic and distorted. Guitar tone as well, nice and chunky, but we knew that from I Let It In. There's not a whole lot new going on as far as tone. But I will say the riffs were really fun and groovy in this one. Especially the first half was just really bouncy and chaotic, and I enjoyed it a lot. Where they started to lose me was some of the more shoegazy sections, because while I do love shoegaze, and I did love the Deftones influence on I Let It In, this is probably where they skew a little bit closer to the Fantano criticism, in my opinion, which is that it's a little bit on the nose Deftones inspired, especially the intro to this and certain sections really smacked of White Pony era Deftones to me. Like really on the nose, more so than I Let It In, and I thought, okay, maybe we should peel back from that just a little bit, because I did like the elements there, but I did like how they mixed and did stuff new with the Deftones-ish sound, as opposed to here, where I think there's certain parts where it's just like straight up Deftones, and I'm not feeling it as much. That being said, also the structure made it a little bit hard to get into. It was a very linear structure, so it was very, you know, apart, whereas, you know, songs usually have, you know, the parts building up to chorus, you know, there's some sort of like repetition, some sort of design to follow, more or less, and I just felt like there was kind of none here. It was like a lot of ideas for a song put back to back, which led to a lot of cool moments. There's a lot of really great sections, but I just think together they came off on a little bit of the messier side. But yeah, that's basically all my complaints about this. Did love the track, really cool production, even though sometimes it sounded a little bit muddy. The structure is a little bit all over the place, but I did like a lot of the ideas that they were putting into place, and if this is just a single and not emblematic of a future album, then that's even better, because I think in a future album, those more structured and more kind of well put together songs is going to be a lot more necessary, whereas the single, I don't mind them throwing a bunch of shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. So yeah, definitely enjoyed that track. Had a couple things that I wasn't vibing with, but for the most part, fucked with it hard, etc. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you excited for new Loathe music in the year of our Lord 2022? Other than that, that's going to be all from me. Got my links down below if you're interested in anything like that. Other than that, peace out.